Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Serial at Midnight. This video I just want to talk about yard sale finds and garage sale finds. You know, I don't feel like there's many deals left on eBay, the internet. You know, everybody seems to know what they've got, and you know, flea markets, swap meets, things like that. Everybody's carrying around a pocket computer with their iPhone and they just look up, you know, this is worth such and such, and it's hard to find deals out there, and it seems like the last bastion for finding something in the wild at a good deal is at a yard sale or a garage sale. I guess it's the same thing. So with that being said, I wanted to show off something that I thought was pretty cool that I actually managed to find this weekend. I got out on a Saturday morning and was able to score this fine looking rack of tapes for a total of $5. Now that included this awesome cassette storage case, but more importantly to me is there's a lot of good stuff in here that I don't know, I'm probably not necessarily going to track down by itself. Like, okay, so for instance, like check it out, Grateful Dead greatest hits, or the best of. Look at this case. Like, this is old school, man. This is like 70s cassette stuff right here. I would never seek this out. And you know, there's a conversation to be had about cassettes versus CDs versus MP3s and all that stuff. I'm a music fan, so some of this stuff is just really neat to have in a collection. It doesn't mean that it's the last time I'm going to buy it or that I'm happy with just this format, but I don't know, you know, cassettes are kind of making a comeback. I would never buy a cassette over something else. Like, I would never buy a cassette over a record. But that doesn't mean that these don't have a place in history or a place in a collection and as a physical manifestation for something that has a ton of history. This stuff's pretty cool. In addition to this one, we got stuff like Procol Harum, exotic birds and fruit. Another big part of it that was really appealing to me for the price, for $5. By the way, there are almost 100 cassettes in this case. Stuff like this is just homemade 90-minute tapes that this dude had made himself. And look, like inside, so this says that it's Big Head Todd and the Monsters and Warren Haynes, but you open it up and it's actually, you know, this case is stuck. You open it up, it's Tom Petty. You know, we're all kind of mourning Tom Petty right now because he just died. So the thing that appeals to me about something like this, like, okay, so here's this guy's Dr. John homemade mixtape. Is that these are physical relics of somebody's time and their energy and their effort. You know, that's just kind of the thing. It's like, it's neat to feel something that has a history to it. Like, as we get further in the world of MP3s and computers and now just do Spotify or whatever, we've lost the relationship with our stuff. And this is all about relationship. Like, this guy's collection, like, at least half of these are mixtapes that he's made. So here's his Jackson Browne collection, and that's like, he created these, and this is, you know, his handwriting. I don't know if I'm describing it well. Like, if I ever find a book, like if I buy a used book or something like that, and I have a choice of one that's clean and doesn't have any writing in it, or one that has like an inscription on it, I will always take the one that has an inscription on it, because it's a memory. It's somebody's memory. It belonged to somebody, and then it belongs to me. And in a way that memory gets carried on through me. You know, I have books where it's like Merry Christmas from Grandma, 1979, or something like that. And Grandma's gone, right? But and I'm not talking about my grandma. I'm talking about like just the book that I found in a thrift store or something. You know, that person is long gone. But what they did, that inscription lives on. It's just kind of I don't know, maybe that sounds crazy, but to me that's neat. It's like a living history of something. Notable tapes. So we got let's get to like the good stuff. So we got Cream. There's a ton of Eric Clapton stuff in here. Let's see. We got Timepieces Volume 2. There's no Volume 1. We got Slow Hand. We got Simon and Garfunkel. This guy's taste was all over the board, but I appreciate it because he's well-rounded. Like, there's a little bit of country, a little bit of like some oldies, like some 50s. He's got the Everly Brothers. In fact, I think, yeah, we have two albums from the Everly Brothers. We have Connie Francis is in here. We have the Four Tops. Rod. Now this was really cool. We've got the Beatles, Rock and Roll Music, Sgt. Pepper, and Magical Mystery Tour. And then in a weird twist of fate, so there's Abbey Road, but the cassette inside is not Abbey Road. It's Let It Be. And there's no case for Let It Be with Abbey Road inside. So this is it. So that's a curiosity. Check this out. He's got the Outlaws with Waylon Jennings, Jesse Coulter, Tom Paul Glaser, Willie Nelson. This is fantastic. This thing sold like millions in the 70s. I have the vinyl. This was kind of a lot of people's introduction to the outlaw movement of country. T for Texas by Tom Paul Glaser. Great song. Like, if you're not familiar with like outlaw country or like country today is a long way from what it was 20, 30 years ago. And this, you know, there was a time from the 60s to the 70s, maybe even the 50s too, but blues and country and rock and roll all just kind of merged at this crossroads. And it all came from the same place, but it all sounded just a little bit different. But it was related. It was like a, you know, it was kindred. This is rock and roll country, but in a good way, like not in a cheap, sold out way. We've got ZZ Top's first album, as well as Hendrix, man. Are you experienced? We got some Boz Scaggs, Joe Cocker's greatest hits. There's more Joe Cocker in here too. Little River Band, $5 for almost 100 cassettes. But again, the stuff that I enjoy, or might enjoy even more, because I have a lot of this stuff on CD or on vinyl or whatever, it's these handmade albums that this guy's made. This is Rolling Stones, High Tide and Green Grass, and The Doors, Morrison Hotel. This is his 90-minute tape compilation, and this is what he listened to. This is, you know, I'm old enough that back in the day, this is what we did. Like, if you didn't have a CD or something, or you go to the library and get a tape, or you find a friend who had it, and you just make your own. And then you would listen to it. You got the band. How about a slice of humble pie? John Mayall, Memories. Like, check out this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Remember when tapes used to look like that? There's also a lot of other stuff in here. Like, there's a lot of jazz. There's some Harry Connick Jr. There's some oldies stuff. Like, not oldies, like some old jazz. Like some standard stuff, for instance. There's the Andrews Sisters. Now, like, I'm aware of the Andrews Sisters. I actually like a few of the Andrews Sisters songs. So if you want an introduction to like good Andrews Sisters, if you're like what in the world, check out Andrews Sisters with Bing Crosby singing "Pistol Packin' Mama," which is a really cool song. But there's a lot of stuff like that in there. It's just really diverse collection. And I'm actually really excited about digging into this stuff. We got some Santana. What do we got here? We got Abraxas from Santana. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to show this to you guys, to share it with you. And I just think it's so cool that it's a collection that has human fingerprints on it. And we're getting further away from that, but at the same time, we're coming back to it as well, because people want those fingerprints. They want a relationship with things. And this is a living, breathing collection. And I just thought that was super awesome, and it was such a good deal. It's just really cool. So, listen, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, And check out everything else that we've got on the channel and at serialatmidnight.com. Listen, thanks again, guys. Take care.